What's up, guys? We're back in Chandler, Arizona once again. Yeah, let's start in the front yard right here. This is going to be one of my favorite properties of the year. I just love this location. I love the lot size. I love the neighborhood. It's a nice higher end neighborhood. I believe we're going to push well over $500,000 on the sale of this property, which will be really fun to do because it's just going to bring a really good buyer pool in here. People that are looking for something a little bit more high end in a really good area in Chandler, Arizona, because it's no HOA. It's 4 bedrooms, or going to be 4 bedrooms. If you ever look in here, this is actually kind of built out to be a fourth. And the way I see it, it has a closet space already. It's already built out for like an 80-inch bypass door for the closet over here. So we're not going to have to pour a whole lot of money to convert this into a fourth bedroom. So I'd much rather convert it into a fourth bedroom, be able to market it as a 4 bedroom home rather than just leave it as like a den or an office. When if someone really wants this as an office, they can make it an office. The only thing that we're changing is basically adding a door here and then adding a closet. So it can be more versatile, but spending the extra couple $100 framing out this door and building honestly just adding bypass doors and being able to market it as a 4 is a lot better ROI. Couple things here. There's a drop down. This was a thing back in the 80s. We're not going to fill it in. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to kind of go with it and make it something cool over here. We're going to add can lights. We're going to add a fan over here, make this kind of 2 separate rooms, potentially even make this a dining room, and then this more of a living room right here. There's just a lot of space we can work with, and we are planning on removing this wall. I never say we are for sure, because you never know until you start tearing down drywall to see what's actually behind here. But with it being a single story, only electrical here, there's no water lines, shouldn't be any water lines in this wall. It should be a pretty straightforward one. I don't think it's going to be a load-bearing issue either. We're obviously going to figure all that out, but now you come around the back side of it and you can see kind of what's on the other side of this wall. I believe we're just going to just move this fridge just over against that back wall, kind of by the window on the other side, and maybe lose a cabinet, an upper cabinet, but that's going to be about it. And then you have this huge pantry anyways, so not a huge deal. You got a lot of space anyways. And then this small kind of kitchen, a little bit dark. It's going to have a lot more natural light when we can remove it and have light coming through on both sides. I think it'll flow a lot better. All new dual pane windows, which is awesome. This is just going to make my life easier when I go to sell it. So once again, like when you walk through these houses, I don't know if it's good light or not. When you walk through these houses, originally what I look for is like things that will make my life easier when I go to sell it, and I don't have to spend money doing that. So sometimes it's nice doors, interior doors. A lot of times it's dual pane windows, AC, roof, anything that I don't have to spend money on that I can then pitch it as a marketing point when I go to sell it. I love it. So these will be cool. I'll be able to say these are all new dual pane. These are actually really nice ones too, like super nice dual pane windows. Which brings me to another point. This was one that I bought on market. And you can kind of, once you walk through some of these properties, like buying properties on market to flip versus buying properties off market, huge difference. This was cleaned up, professionally cleaned. Everything was removed because it was listed as a listing. So you just honestly they're just a lot cleaner properties when you go on market with them, because people are doing traditional financing potentially. They have to get photos of it. So it's just a lot of a cleaner property most of the time when they are on market. I don't really buy a ton on market though, because the margins are usually very thin, but this was kind of just building a relationship with this agent and following up, and ended up getting a good deal on it. And I feel like I know this market a lot better than a lot of people too, so I can see potential for a higher ARV when some people that aren't too familiar with this area maybe don't see that. But that's why I love this area. I think we're probably going to spend $3 to $4 grand here. Potentially see if we can revive the grass over here, front yard grass as well. Don't know if we're going to spend the money on the turf. Pool looks like it's in good shape. If we have a budget, I may throw some new cool decking down here. I think I get it for about $250 or $350 a square foot. So not a huge area, and it may be worth just for like a new color pop here. I mean, the plaster's all good though. It's not Pebble Tech, but it's in all good shape. I mean, the tiles are all in good shape too, so I don't have to spend any money here, which will save me 8 to 10 grand if I had to redo this whole thing. So yeah, let's go. Roofs, I believe 8 years old. AC is about halfway through its lifespan, so that's not going to be a huge selling point to me. I'm definitely not going to, it's not going to be a huge marketing point saying new AC unit, but it's definitely got a little bit of, quite a bit of years left. So yeah, we'll come over here. We are going to leave all the doors. This is a decision, a tough decision, honestly. One of the hardest decisions today when we've already been to a couple properties. These are just in such good shape. I just hate to spend, it's about, I was doing the math, about $220 a door with material and labor and then demo. So it's probably about $230 a door to get new doors in here. Yeah, the single panes are a little bit outdated and it's a little bit of a price point where it gets shaky. Like, do people expect new doors when they're paying this price? But these are just in such incredible shape. This will save us several $1,000s, and I don't think anyone's really going to complain about it. Just because it was well taken care of. Probably an elderly person was living here, my guess, because all the switches are also handicap level, like almost wheelchair level. So they're usually up around here. That's another thing we have to figure out. Are we spending the money to raise it 6 inches, or are we just going to leave it? Bathroom, once again, like stuff that like, it's almost more stressful when you have a house this nice, because then you're like, dang, do I demo this decent looking shower? Like, a lot of people honestly will probably really like this shower. It's just tough decisions. If this was a lower price point, I'd probably leave it. Dang, I don't know. Something we need to think about for sure. Because once again, we're talking probably about $2,000 for this size shower for just labor. And then demo is going to be another $150. Material for the new tile, we're looking at about $3,500 for potential savings here. And then if we do glass, which we probably will have to do glass too, we're looking at another $2,000. So that's about a $6,000 swing. Like, I don't know. That's something we got to think about too. I wish it was just kind of a worse shower, so then it's like, oh, for sure we're demoing it. We like to remove med cabs if we feel like there's enough storage space, just to simply look nice and clean. Super sick. We already got separated dual vanities. We're going to do 2 mirrors right here. I don't know why. There's like a 36-inch fan up here in the weirdest spot. So now, kind of touching on that subject that I was talking about in there, this is the complete opposite. Instantly come in here and you're like, cool, we're going to demo this out. Makes our life easy. There's no question about it. Nice, clean, new tub we're going to do. We're going to try to salvage these toilets, actually. So once again, we leave notes for our guys, because there's been too many times where we'll come in and smash stuff and then we find out later that they did the wrong thing. So now we have a lot of notes throughout the house. They know what to remove. Removing all this, removing the mirrors, removing the extra storage. And then I think what we're going to do here, we should have a budget, lowers, floating shelves, probably a can light for a cool focal point, and just make that like a cool staging area. Your laundry room, your 2 other bedrooms, and that is it. So this will be a really fun one. I believe we're going to, popcorn ceilings is another thing that I want to talk about. I didn't realize, I'm starting to realize how expensive popcorn ceilings are to have, because you're not only taking the time to demo it, it makes a complete mess as well, but then you have to pay someone a lot of square feet to just retexture the entire ceiling. So this is honestly like a couple grand if you have popcorn ceilings versus no popcorn ceilings. So originally I never really cared if I had popcorn ceilings when I was originally underwriting these deals, but now I'm starting to realize like you do have to take in consideration a significant amount of money in your reno budget to leave towards retexturing ceilings and stuff like that. So I'm starting to notice that a lot more now. Yeah, that's it. I don't know where I was going with that before, but I think this is going to go into the 2025, so I honestly don't mind. Gives us something to like work on at the beginning of the year when it is a little bit slower. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I'll keep you guys updated. This will probably be, once again, I'm going to move this one fast because I have a $3,500 monthly payment on this property of hard money. So we're gonna move and groove on this one. But thank you guys so much. Right now we're gonna throw on our security cameras, a lockbox for the dumpster. You always want to lock up your dumpster because people, well, this neighborhood's not bad, but you throw it in like a neighborhood where you'll get all kinds of trash from neighbors, from landscapers driving by, from anyone realizing there's a dumpster out front. They'll come at night and throw a bunch of crap in there, and it just causes Honestly, sometimes they throw stuff that you're not supposed to throw in there and it costs you more money, or it just fills up your dumpster. So I always throw a lock on it to make it a little bit harder, even though they can just throw it over anyways. We have an ozone machine, which we're not going to use at this property. This ozone machine, by the way, if you guys ever need to get rid of smell in your car, in a house, in a specific room from mildew, this thing, 30 minutes, and it'll clear out any smell, really. And then it just smells like chemicals for a little bit, but then you just air it out and you should be good. So that's kind of it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram.